Hi everyone, and today we're testing the new Zoom F3. Alright, so now we have switched over to the audio from the Zoom F3. So I'm recording from the MKH8050 into the Zoom F3 into the R5. Now this is not a shotgun microphone, this is an omni microphone, so you will hear a lot of ambient. And I just wanted to take the opportunity to test the F3 out, how long it could drive my 8050 via phantom power and how it really sounds. But first of all, I want to give a shout out and thanks to Citymusic for very generously offering me the loaner of this F3. Alright, so now let's go check out the audio. Hey, so we are here at Changgyecheon, an underground stream in the heart of Seoul. And we're going to check out some of the audio here.
대사관 방향 횡단보도에 녹색 불이 켜졌습니다. 건너가 더 좋습니다. 영국 대사관 방향 횡단보도에 녹색 불이 켜졌습니다. 건너가 더 좋습니다.
아무래도 이제 친구의 그 이제 즐길 나이가
교대의식의 첫 번째 절차를 알리는 신호로 나발소리에 이어 3번 교대의식의 세 번째 절차를 알리는 신호로 수문군이 교대하는 순간을 알립니다. 목전과 무기를 다시 한번 점검하길 바랍니다. 그대로 이동한 신임 수문장이 수문군들에게 간단한 공개 소개와 함께 수문군의 납부한 감사합니다.
So I always like to do this oxtail soup salongtang. So it kind of moved, and now we will go check it out. So this is the final test where I hook up the F3 to a phantom powered microphone. In this case, we are using the Sennheiser MKH416, which is right here. And that's the only microphone that is being powered by the F3. So I also took the opportunity to do a battery power test. So I had 7.5 hours of continuous recording for the 416 using Panasonic Analog Pro batteries. So these are pretty good results. It's very close to the rated 8 hours. I'm pretty happy. Alright, so after a few days with the F3, these are my thoughts. I have 3 use cases for this. The first being a on-camera recorder. Now for the R5C or any mirrorless cameras that are very popular nowadays, you only have one port. And this instantly opens up 2 channels because you can record 2 mono track output into your camera, and that will act as a backup. And of course the better quality audio comes from the onboard recording. The only challenge to that is that you cannot have a remote trigger, so you got to remember to trigger both the camera and the F3 at the same time. So this is something that I found a major hassle. So I probably will only use this for specific interview scenarios. The second scenario would be a situation where I'm covering an event like a wedding or just any general event, and I need to record from the house mixer the speeches. Now this part, the 32-bit, will come in really useful because you just have to plug in and make sure there's enough power. Now in the last scenario would be if I'm connecting this as an audio interface. So I managed to make this work with the MacBook Pro 16 2021 and really nothing to complain about. I think the preamps are really good and quite quiet. In conclusion, I think this is a great device. The menu takes a bit of getting used to. I have a tendency to press stuff wrongly. But this is really, I think, was designed for the videographer in mind. Because the interface is really simple and you really don't need to care too much. You just make sure that the waveform looks kind of good and then you start recording. But even if the waveform doesn't look very good, it's 32-bit, you can still beef it up in post as long as you don't clip the output from the microphone. Meaning you don't drive the gain too high on the microphone. Besides that, the lack of quarter-inch jacks may trouble some people. For me, it's really quite a pain because you see I'm now having to adapt this huge XLR adapter and not all of them fit very well. If you have a quarter-inch and those low-profile ones, you won't have this sticking out so much. But at 435 Sing dollars, it's something that I'm willing to compromise with. And then the last thing would be this mounting hole is a pain. So if you are planning to mount this on a camera, you pretty much either have to put a magic arm or a cold shoe adapter. But the problem with the cold shoe adapter is that it rotates and twists very easily. So I experienced this during my trip in Korea. I've seen small rig launch a new adapter plate, but I think that's kind of impractical because it covers the battery port. So unless you're just purely powering this from a USB-C, yeah, I hope someone will come up with a better adapter plate that gives us more options. But other than that, I think this has been a really good product and so compact, so tiny with great audio quality at such a competitive price. So I hope this has been useful. Till the next time, bye-bye.